It's Friday, January 26th. Here's what's coming up.
Today, continuing coverage of the crosstown rivalry game.
Emma Cronin will be interviewing a varsity basketball player.
And finally, Nate and Drew have our weekly sports debate.
This is Liberty Live. Welcome to this week's edition of Liberty Live. Today is a big day as our boys and girls basketball teams travel across town to play our rivals Liberty North.
It is going to be a packed house, so make sure you get there early. Boys and girls JV play at 5, girls varsity at 6:30, and followed by the boys at 8.
The theme is USA, so make sure to be wearing all the red, white, and blue that you can find. Liberty North's theme is Gold Rush. How creative of them. Anyhow, KLHS reporter Emma Cronin is standing by with varsity basketball player Nesse Salepio to get a closer look at tonight's game.
Hi Jays, I'm here with varsity player Nesse Salepio to talk about tonight's game versus Liberty North. The girls have never lost to North since North has become a school, so Nesse, what kind of pressure are you guys under?
Well, we're under a lot of pressure because last year when we played them it was a pretty close game. I'm pretty sure we won by a last-second shot, and this year I heard that they're pretty good.
So I know you guys are coming off of a tough loss on Tuesday, so what types of things have you been doing on practice to get your guys' confidence back up?
Well, we've had to move positions around since we lost a player, and we scouted their previous games, and we went over how to guard their offenses and their out of bounds plays.
So you said you lost a player. How has the team chemistry changed because of the loss of that player?
Well, honestly, it's brought us together a lot because there's been a lot of tears and everyone just feels for her, and a lot of our players are going to have to step up tonight and play hard.
Well, good luck tonight to you and the rest of the Lady Jays. That's all I have for you guys today. See you tonight.
Thank you, Emma. This past week, Gianna and I, along with classmate Caroline Crawford, went out and got to know a little bit more about the rest of the girls' basketball team. Let's take a look.
The Lady Jays basketball team has had a strong start to the year. Let's take a look at their thoughts on the season.
I think that when we look at our 10-2 start, I think we've really defended well in most games. We're holding people to lower shooting percentage than what we're shooting. We're holding to fewer points per game, and when we really lock up on defense, we're able to do that. And then being smart with how we handle the ball offensively by keeping their scores down, it gives us kind of the freedom to execute on offense, and you combine those two things together, and that's given us our success.
My favorite game was the St. Thomas Aquinas game when we went in double overtime and won by 2, I think it was. And the girl got the rebound on the other team, or not a rebound, or a steal or something, and she made the shot, and they probably would have won by 1 point. And they called the travel, we all just went crazy, and then we ended up winning the game, and we beat the #1 team in Kansas, and I think that was probably the first thought we were oh my god, we're actually really good this year. So that's probably my favorite game.
The defending conference champs are Truman. They're good, and so that'll be a tough matchup for us a couple times. Park Hill South has only lost a couple times earlier this year, so I think we're focusing on our conference, and those seem to be the kind of us, and those two are the top teams in the conference, so that'll kind of be our competition going forward to kind of see where we want to get.
My favorite memory so far is probably the bus rides to games and from games, because so far we're doing pretty good. So we haven't had a really sad bus ride home yet, so it's really fun when we're all just fooling around and stuff. I think that's probably my favorite. Also before practices when we're all just don't want to be there, but we're there anyways. So we're all just kind of hyping each other up before practice. I think that's probably another good memory.
This has been Jillian Fleming, Gianna Filardo, and Caroline Crawford reporting for KLHS.
Now let's take a look at the Liberty North hype video for the men's team.
It energizes our players, it energizes the whole environment, the gym, the students, the fans, everyone. And it's a great example of what high school athletics can be about, and we're looking forward to it.
Take a second. Let's get it done. Jay's on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
luck to all of our basketball players playing tonight. Bring home the win.
Since we have the rivalry game tonight, we will be taking a look at our record against Liberty North over the last year. Baseball went 0-3.
Girls basketball 2-0.
Men's basketball went 2-1.
Girls soccer 1-2.
Boys soccer 1-1.
Softball 2-1.
Swim and dive went 4-5.
Tennis, varsity tennis won 9-0.
Men's golf and women's golf won in the tournament that they competed against the men.
Sapphires and cheer don't directly compete, but they always get first in state.
That is all the scores that we could find. Now let's head over to the dynamic duo Nathan Gray and Drew Mackey to hear this week's sports debate.
What's up, Jays? As you guys all know, we have the big Liberty North Liberty basketball game tonight. We're going to discuss the men's basketball game and some of the matchups that come with it. We're first going to discuss Jalen Perry versus Jalen Lewis. Drew?
I think Jalen Lewis will win that matchup because he's 6 times the player that he is. Personally, I don't think Jalen Perry's anything special. I think Jalen should win that matchup.
I mean, it's going to be Jalen Perry's first big game, Liberty versus Liberty North game, and he's a sophomore, and so I think Jalen Lewis has the experience, and he also has the 3-point record and the scoring record to go on his side.
Yeah,
and next matchup we're looking at is Logan Steenstra versus Robbie Hansen.
I think this will be a great matchup. Both are lengthy, will use their frame. I think Steenstra will close out well, and he'll really need him to shoot over him because he's so tall. And I think that'll be a good matchup.
Yeah, I think Steen just needs to use his height and athleticism to win that battle.
This is a message to Steen. I want to see a couple dunks, personally. I think he can do it.
Yep, and now the last matchup we're going to talk about is the war down low between big Tavis Turner and Tyson Cathy. Drew?
Tavis is going to have to come up big against his old teammate. I think he got what it takes to come out with that.
And I think Tyson Cathy, I mean, what he has on his side is he's played last year. He started, I think, last year in the game. Yeah. So he has a little experience on his side when Tavis, I mean, he rotated in last year, but I think Tyson Cathy definitely has the experience.
Yeah, he has the experience. Probably has the size now, too.
Yeah.
But I think Tavis is quicker. Will use his lefty jump hook.
I think that left hand throws people off.
It does.
But
most people
aren't
lefties.
Yep, that's true. That's all we have for today. Now back to front desk.
Thank you, boys. That was quite the debate.
The weather has been pretty crazy these last few weeks. Let's head over to Matt Walther to see what is in store for the rest of the weekend. Matt?
Thanks, Jillian. Today you can expect it to be warm with a high of 60 and a low of 32 with plenty of sun. Tomorrow will cool down just a little bit, but it'll still be pretty warm with a high of 54 and a low of 29. And Sunday it'll finally cool down to a high of 44 and a low of 19. That is all I have for you today. Jillian?
Thank you, Matt. I hope it stays warm over the weekend.
Jillian, I don't know about you, but I'm super excited about this year's Grammys.
Me too. There were so many great songs that came out this year, and I can't wait to see what the results are. Let's toss it over to Jackson Ogden to get more of an insider on this year's Grammys.
The 60th annual Grammys are set to take place this Sunday, and there's a lot of excitement around the award show. Album of the Year nominations start off with Jay-Z with his album 444, Childish Gambino with his album Awaken My Love, Kendrick Lamar with his 4th studio album and Damn, Lorde with Melodrama, and last but definitely not least, Bruno Mars with 24K Magic. The most nominated artist this year is Jay-Z with 8 Grammy nominations. Right behind him with 7 is none other than Kendrick Lamar. Placing just behind Lamar, SZA had 5 nominations, as well as Childish Gambino, who had 5 nominations. Other notable artists nominated were Ed Sheeran, Kesha, Lil Uzi Vert, and even The Weeknd. The man hosting the 60th annual Grammys will be actor James Corden, who you may know due to his film success with the recent hits Trolls, The Emoji Movie, and even his late-night show, The James Corden Show. Reporting for KLHS, this has been Jackson Ogden.
Now, if everyone could please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That is all we have for today. From KLHS, this has been Gianna Flordo, Emma Cronin, Nathan Gray, Drew Mackey, Matt Walther, and all of our amazing production crew. I'm Jillian Fleming. Have a great weekend, Jays.